All right. Good morning. Welcome in to the Rick Dog Network. I think we're up and running here as I tried about 15, 20 minutes ago, and it was some technical difficulties, but we're in here. We're in. Welcome to the Rick Dog Network. It's an exciting day to talk sports here after we had a big day yesterday in Chicago sports. We'll get going right away here. Let me switch you over. I'm excited. Let's see. And there we go. Hey. We have some AAA action as I'm still grinding it out down in the minors. And I had a big day yesterday. It started off a little slow, but some big bombs were hit, and it was a fun day on 420. We were talking it was going to be White Sox doubleheader. There was a Cubs game yesterday. There was a Bulls game. Oh, what am I swinging at? And that's going to be easy out. That's terrible. And it was 420, so what a day. Can you believe it? The Bulls. I was on yesterday talking about it. I hope they could steal one. I wasn't a huge believer in them even winning a game, but they showed me a lot yesterday. And that's what I was hoping for. They had a huge first half of the season. They faded towards the tail end, but you were just hoping that they could show what they were really all about with a lot of injuries. And DeRozan, huge game yesterday. I thought he ran out of gas, but he's showing you that he's a primetime player. You're hoping he could get some help there, and they did. They shot the heck out of the ball from behind the line. And then we had a bet yesterday. We had a little game. See how long I would last on 420 you had the Cubs, the Sox, and then a late Bulls game. I made it into about the fourth quarter, and then and that's a base hit down the line, and then I had to check out. So I woke up this morning and watched the end of the Bulls game, and what a game. So it's good to see. Now you see Middleton's looks like he's battling a little something. They called it out in the middle of the game there. And now Milwaukee all of a sudden looks like they're dealing with it. And anything's possible. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to win the series, but it's really fun to come back to Chicago with a 1-1 series. And you're going to see the United Center is going to be rocking. So it's going to be fun. I think that's on Friday. That's tomorrow. That happened, and then the Sox, oh, brother, we wait 2 days. They come out as flat as could be. So you didn't have a feeling. You worried a little bit with them having some better pitchers coming to the mound, and then we had our fourth and fifth starters, and then the fifth starter after the game gets sent down. It had that feel to it, like after the game you're getting sent down, buddy. Thank you for your services. So he gets sent down, and then Dallas Keuchel, who I was talking about yesterday, who we need to have a big first half of the season, or we could really use it, and then he continues his roller coaster late in his career. So Dallas Keuchel struggled big time early yesterday. It was a tough one to see. You're waiting for it. I went out to, it was 420. I went to watch ESPN 1000. They had a live show at Bub City, so I went to see how they set up their show and how everything went. You sit down. This is a huge pet peeve of mine in the city of Chicago on the north side. I haven't drank for a few years, about 3 or 4 years, but when I did, I'd be the first one in, and I'd sit down at the bar. And how the hell do you work at a bar, a sports bar? All right, you got 27 TVs in this place. The place is getting packed for a show, a sports show. We got Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Will going to be there. You got Tommy Waddle, if you know who these guys are, and the Waddle and Sylvie show. And it's not a big deal, but you're a sports bar, and I have to ask these idiots to put the Sox game on. It's about 15 minutes into the game, and I'm like, hey, buddy, can we put They used to do this crap when I used to work in Wrigley. These guys are so stupid they don't even know there's a game on. And a whole bar pack. Everybody's afraid to ask these guys to put the game on. So finally we get the game on. Then I proceed to watch these guys give 10 runs up in the second inning. 4 errors. Oh, look at this guy with the spinning. Get out of here. He's sick of hearing me talk. Look at his play. They finally put the game on. They give up 10 runs in the first or the second. Oh, brother. I'm sitting in the bar, pissed off. I'm not even drinking. I'm eating fucking buffalo chicken sandwich, listening to Waddle and Sylvie. It was a fun time on 420. I stepped out and had to relax and smoke a doobie on 420. It was an interesting experience, but it was fun. But the Sox get pummeled in that first game. And then the funny thing is, in the second game, they only lose 3-2. And this guy gets sent down. The guy who pitches, he gets sent down to the minor leagues. The guy, how bad could he have pitched? I watched it. You know, it was kind of a boring game. I had it on in the background. Gets sent down to the minors. I think it's Dallas Keuchel probably could have got sent down. Yeah, so the Sox struggled. You know, whatever. You got one more, I think, in Cleveland. Get out of there. You had 2 days off because of rainouts. They weren't ready to play, and it happens. You just want to get somewhere. You want the weather to get warm and see what they got. But they're struggling just a little bit there after one day. But we'll see how they bounce back. No big deal. But it was exciting to see the Bulls and DeRozan do their thing. I think the Cubs lost yesterday too, so we went 1-for-4. Chicago in a all Reinsdorf special day. Did we get the shot of Reinsdorf? Did we see what quarter he passed out in the Bulls game? I predicted he'd be out by the first quarter, just drooling. What a day. I smoked too much. I didn't even make it through the freaking Bulls game. Thank God I had it recorded. I could watch it in the morning. So it was a fun day. It was fun to watch the Bulls. It was fun to watch DeRozan go off. It's going to be fun to watch. I didn't believe it. I didn't think they had it left in them. So give me a thumbs up if I sound good out there. As we got Road to the Show, I'll pick up my play here. I had my rant about the frickin' idiots at the sports bar not knowing in their own city there's a game on. Got half the people in the bar wearing Sox hats. That's just, you get no respect as a Sox fan in the city of Chicago. They didn't even know the game was on. Kidding me? So that was fun. And then I saw Boston. Oh, boy, Boston looks tough. I think that series is going to go 7 as they go up 2-0 in that series, which is amazing. Not amazing. It's just they have the best defense in the league, and they've been pretty consistent. Going as it got later into the season, they were making themselves, the most consistent team defensively in the Eastern Conference. So with Brooklyn just kind of throwing things together at the end, yeah, you might have the best player or players on the planet, but you walk into a team that's ready to play defense, it's going to be tough. So I'm going to grab the pill and I'll be on the bump. I'm a two-way sensation. Welcome to the Rick Dog Network. Yeah, so the Boston grinds it out, picks up the second win. I think they're going to get back to Brooklyn, get the home crowd behind them, see if they could get a couple games there and make it a series, go back. I think it's going to go 7. I think Brooklyn might win that. I don't know, but it could be Boston. And then the huge shot from Philly. Philly makes it a 3-0 series. Embiid starting to look like he's the best player in the league. Just carrying those guys with a huge – I didn't see the game because we had the Brooklyn game on. You could see that one going in overtime, and then he hits the huge 3 to win the game. So Philly looking like the real deal. A lot of fun action in sports yesterday. So welcome in to the Rick Dog Network. It took me a while to get everything set up today. I hope. Yeah, every day I got my camera in a different. Can you see me? Can you see the gameplay well? I'm on the bump. I have a 1-run lead. think I'm 5-1, something like that. I've been in AAA here since about a week now. I think last Friday or Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be here too long, because I wouldn't mind staying for a little bit to get my, because I didn't put any money into my guy to get my stats up before I go to the big leagues. So I'm grinding it away here. Two-way player, pitcher, shortstop, switch hitting shortstop. Starting to get up to about a 70. I'm ranked about a 69, 70 with all my perks and all that stuff. So you got to keep. I'm trying to keep. Look at it. That's another thing. I don't even got to go switch my shoes. Toughest part about this game is keeping up with your loadouts. Just a base hit. One on, one out. So the Chicago Bulls, man. Just when you think they got nothing left, they drag you back in, which is cool. It's good for the fans that have hung in there, that watched all season, hung in there through thick and thin, as the Bulls like to say, and still believe there's people saying, "Hey, the Bulls are going to still do it." As a big of a believer, and as I was being a realist and looking, I say, "Hey, they may steal one." And that's about it. But at that point, you say, hey, if anything happens to Milwaukee, hey, you never know. So that's why you stay strong. It's been a fun season. They've kind of faded late into this one because of some injuries, but they got Patrick Williams back. They got Caruso back. You kind of thought maybe, hey, it was a little too late with those guys coming back. But now they're starting to find a little groove, and they have a lot of heart. There's no doubt. You didn't question that all season. You could see that. And that was the fun part. With DeRozan leading the way, he has that assassin-like mentality, being from Compton. He's leading the way, and now it's pretty easy to play well when you have your leader out there, not afraid of anything. Not even DeRozan. He's not even afraid of the big guys from Milwaukee. And he bounced back huge yesterday. He made a prediction, and then he comes and drops 40s. DeMar DeRozan deserves, a huge shout-out for just a monumental season. As a big Bulls fan, growing up in the Jordan era, I think Jordan had his last season with the Bulls when I graduated high school. So I watched every single game. He really fell in love with the Bulls, and then there was a huge lull there for a while until Derrick Rose came around and the Tom Thibodeau Bulls. And then it was fun again, You had Joakim Noah. You had Luol Deng. Things looked bright. And then Derrick Rose got ridden and ran out of town. That whole saga. And then you had Jimmy Butler. We had Jimmy Butler. He gets ran out of town. Well, kind of. He was traded, but it wasn't a good feel there for 7 or 8 years. So it was good to see them blow everything up, bring in a new GM, bring in a new coach, new everything from top to bottom, and they got a new feel, new taste, and they did it. And not only did they rebuild it, but it was fast and it was quick and it was solid. It's unfortunate that it took that long, but they're back. And then you were hoping that they could show what they had they could showcase what they did in the playoffs, but it was tough because they were falling to some injuries late in the season. You thought they weren't going to be able to show the rest of the league in the playoffs, but they are. So they're back, and DeRozan bounced back strong. It was fun. It really was. It was fun to watch last night, and you want them to come back to Chicago on Friday. And if they get that Chicago lubed-up crowd, and it's nice. So after all it took is one win, and here we go. We can win it all again. It doesn't take much, like I said yesterday. If you could just get that one win and get Chicago excited, the sky's the limit. Now you have the stage with the baseball's kind of in the early goings here, so you could still steal the city and make a little run here, even if it's for a week or two, just to show some excitement. And then we'll see what happens in the offseason. We'll see. we'll see what happens there. But it was fun to see that. It's fun to have some playoff basketball here in Chicago. So, but you don't want it just to be fun to be here. You want to make some noise. Make a little rivalry here with Milwaukee, which is just right up the road here in Chicago. You can get there in an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm sure there's a lot of Chicago fans. I'm sure that is a college ruckus crowd. So it's fun. But as far as the White Sox, that was not fun. Oh. Just a bad experience all around for Sox fans yesterday. But you can't have it all. They got their butts kicked yesterday. But it was, you know what? We kind of knew Cleveland was good. Jose Ramirez is a stud. So, hey, they're going to give us everything they got all season long. It's no guarantee that we're going to win this division. And it's going to be better off for the White Sox in the long run that they're playing tough games in the division. Not like, I think last season they kind of coasted with 93 wins all the way to the playoffs, and then they got their butts kicked in the playoffs once they played some serious competition. So, we get swept by Cleveland in a doubleheader yesterday just to let us know, like, hey, not just going to show up and beat us. We're gonna drop 10 on you in the second inning. It was terrible, man. Oh, you wait 2 days for that. My goodness. We had our fourth and fifth starter. Dallas Keuchel just didn't. I don't think he got an out. Did he get an out? Anybody out there? Did he? It looked like. You ever seen Major League 2, where the doorman greets Ricky Vaughn, who's Charlie Sheen? He's like, "Hey, Mr. Vaughn, I thought you were pitching today." And Mr. Vaughn goes, "Oh, I did pitch." He's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't catch the game to the second inning." That's what that felt like yesterday. If you caught the game in the second inning, you didn't have a single stat. It was terrible. Dallas Keuchel not looking good towards the tail end of his career. You were hoping he could put something together, but he gives you a good outing every now and then. I really think it may be time. We'll see. We'll give him another 3 or 4 starts, and then the second game of the doubleheader, they lost 3-2, and then afterwards they send the pitcher down. So this is not good for the Sox yesterday. Dealing with some early injuries early in the season. It's tough to get into a rhythm going into Cleveland with 2 consecutive rainouts, and then he's sitting in your hotel in Cleveland waiting for baseball. That's got to be not fun. Probably listen to me play MLB The Show, and then they get out there and lay an egg. So we'll see how they bounce back today. And the Cubs get the L. I think they're back to 500. Hang in there, Cubs fans. I think the Sox are at 500 too, so 500 baseball and some Bulls basketball. I'm in the bottom of the fourth here. Wheeling and dealing on the mound. Strike. I feel like I have my good stuff on the mound right now, so let's. Got him. He gone. Hopefully I look all right. I like to wear green sweaters against the green screen. That's my style. As we celebrated 420 yesterday, as I was passed out I was trying to make it, guys. I try to hang in there strong, but 3-4 games in one day is too much on 420. I was passed out. I could hear the game in the fourth quarter. I could hear the Bulls hanging on. And DeRozan, I had it on in the other room. But I think I passed out with about 8 minutes to go in the game. So I woke up in the morning and finished it off. So if you had midway through the third as when Rick Dog was checking out of 420. But I didn't know the game was starting at 8:30. That was a stipulation, so I thought that was going to be a little earlier. And then another thing is, I was up early. I was on, go check the stats. I was on streaming at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? So I was up all day on 420 celebrating, and then I finally passed out in the Bulls game at like third quarter. I didn't make it through, so I woke up and found out that the Bulls won and rewatched it. The Bulls looking good against the defending champs. Show some love, Chicago, as there it is to play the second. Over the first, rack 'em up. Double play. Oh, man. That was fun to see. Just laying it down in Milwaukee. I was hoping we could steal a game before we come back to Chicago, and we did it. Oh, man. So DeMar DeRozan dropping 40. Doing the thing. That's a huge shout out to DeMar DeRozan and what he's done this year. He's done it all season long. He's showing everybody how to do it on the team. He didn't at 34 years old. He's like, come on, let's do it. Let's go. You could just see the look in his eyes. He's determined. So it's fun. Fun to watch the Bulls last night. Not fun to watch the White Sox. Oh, strike one. Bottom of the sixth. Here in, I think we're in Jacksonville. Oh, Jacksonville. Hanger into the cap. He's got good speed. That'll be a stand-up double. So he turns, but he doesn't. So we got a lead-off double with a one-run lead. Got some work to do. Thank you for joining in to the Rick Dog Network. I'm sorry. All right. Here we go. I think I got a teammate. Got some grip action in here. What's going on? All right, so I gotta pay attention. Let's step off here. See where this guy ended up. It looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. I didn't even see if the guy went to third or not, so somebody help me out here. Oh, it's a foul ball. I want to pitch out of this. I don't care how many people step out. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. I think they might have picked the guy off. That's what it looks like. Oh, welcome in. I was answering somebody on Facebook. Welcome in if you're watching. Jerry picks him off. His Victor Table Jr. up to mound. Victory! Oh, he hangs it. And he hits it to the wrong part of the park. Straight away center field. I think if people were talking to me on Facebook, I can't ever see the frickin' I can never see the on my screen. I can't see the chat, so I'm not being rude. Welcome in, my brothers. I am, I'm off. Day plan, so I got some extra time early in the morning to get the grind in. And you've seen, this is me. If my people from on set, this is the Rick Dog Network. This is the Rick Dog. Talking baseball, White Sox baseball. Strike. Talking White Sox baseball. We got hammered yesterday. What the fuck was that? Oh, brother. The worst part of the day yesterday is if you watch the pre and post game show of the Chicago White Sox, was Ozzie Guillen's jacket was, oh, brother. Oh, brother, did you see that? Let me know. Give me a thumbs down if you saw that. green. I just bought a green suit for my cousin's wedding tomorrow, and now I'm scared. Because Ozzy did not pull it off very well. Sorry, Ozzy. I love you. So I pitched out of that one. I got one runner on here in the bottom of the seventh. If you're joining in and wondering what's going on, I'm playing MLB The Show. This is Road to the Show. This is like my career for my guy. This is Ricky Fuentes on the mound. I'm 5-1 in AAA. So I'm a two-way player like Ohtani. I play shortstop and I pitch every fifth day. Trying to make my way through I started in AA with the Barons. Now I'm playing for the Charlotte Knights. Trying to get to the big, rack them up, nicely done. Get to the big leagues for the White Sox, which I feel like I'm getting pretty close playing against the Jumbo Shrimp. Here, you got your shrimp cog, shrimp cocktail, all sorts of shrimp. And all right, they're going to let me come out bottom 8. So, yeah, it's the Road to the Show. All the plays are just my player. You watch my player pitch. You watch him hit. Watch him defend. Damn it. You're not going to see anybody else. It just fast forwards through everybody else. So if you're like, what's going on here? I don't understand it. That's what happens. So welcome in. It's all Rick Dog all day. Oh, brother, I'm falling apart. 98 speed. He's not going to get that. Safe at second. So let me pay attention here as it's late in the game. And I'm trying to get to W. Strike one. I don't know why I'm whispering. Oh, shit. No. Oh, brother. I'm not really too upset with this. So if I put Mr. Macaroni, I could set up the walk with the 9-hitter. But let's see. I'll throw one more in there. See if he hits it. It's in the bullpen area. Oh, my God. What a play. He almost died. Oh, no. Gets it back in. Oh, this guy. Oh, he's got the stash. He's a cop in the offseason. A porn star sometimes, but oh, what a play. My guys be playing some D. Sox got some good defenders down in the minors. Because after what I saw yesterday from the White Sox, they had 4 freaking errors. I think it was in the first. I kind of been in a bar in a while with the pandemic and haven't really been drinking, but I wanted to go watch ESPN 1000. They had a live show with like Keyshawn and Jay Will and all those guys were going to be at Bub City. And I got there early for the Sox game, their early one. Freaking watching these guys looks like the Bad News Bears. I got my Sox jersey on and my Jordan jersey. I look like a jackass in there on the north side. Everybody look at Sox, Fuck, Jesus. Come on. And then I had to tell the fucking bartender that there's a Sox game on. Welcome to being a Sox fan in Chicago. And I don't know what's going on. I walked this guy. There's a freaking runner on first, third. Coach better not take me out of this game. I'm fine, Skipper. Don't do it. Damn it. Not fine. I was done. But so I'm sitting at the stupid bar. I order a buffalo chicken sandwich. Sure you wanted to know that. And then I love sitting at the bar, even though I'm not drinking. I get the weirdest reaction from the bartender. I order a milkshake. So I'm sitting at the bar. There's drunk people everywhere. I got my milkshake. And these guys don't even looking at all the screens, and they have the screens on from the night before. It's 1:30, and they don't got the Sox game on. Why do I have to tell the bartenders and the manager that there's a Sox game on? It's not the first time I had to do this. I used to be an alcoholic, and I used to go to the bar early, and I used to have to tell the frickin' guy. Hopefully we got the win there. I don't know if I did. No, it's going to be a no decision. Son of a gun. But whatever, it was a good game. Why do you have to do it? No respect as a Sox fan in your own city. This is a live show for ESPN 1000, which is a sports show in a sports bar and a big day in 420 Chicago sports. And they don't even put the game on. So that's what you get when you're a Sox fan. Welcome in to the Rick Dog Network. So I go outside and I smoke a joint. I don't fucking care. I don't care whose establishment this is at this point. They got freaking country music blaring. They obviously don't like the White Sox in the side, so fire up a joint right outside. God bless America and fat women, right? Go back in there, reeking, drink my milkshake, and watch the Sox get pummeled. Now everybody's laughing at me. Like, well, your Sox game. Oh, there it is, buddy. Tough one. Dallas Keuchel shit the bed. What do you like? How do you do that? You had 4 errors, but it happens. I could understand it, but whatever. I don't have to like it. We'll keep the party started here. I'm a little fired up. It's hard out here for a Sox fan. I know you feel bad for. 90% of the planet on Chicago's Cub fans. They could feel bad for me. But let me tell you, there was a Cubs game on at the same time. We were on the north side. I didn't see one damn Cubs game on. Not one damn Cubs game. Yeah. I keep seeing this has got to be Jose Mesa's nephew, Victor Table. All right, so we'll grab the bat. Here, I'll probably. They got me batting. It's all right. I think they'll give me a little break. DH me batting ninth. I like batting ninth or lower. And I want to step out and actually see where I'm at. Can I see? Manager. Nope. All right, we'll figure it out later. Oh, yeah, I'm batting 8th. DH. The Rick Dog Network. Ball. So yesterday I was hot at the end of the day. I was hitting home runs, 2-run home run. I had 2-game home run. A game where I had 2 triples and a home run. So my guy's getting hot power-wise. Switch hitting shortstop on the offensive side.
It's a good miss. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. You got a full count. 3-2 pitch up there. Let's go. Got him. 1 away. Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check it.
I don't know what happened there. Messaging someone. Did I get a strikeout? Oh, no. It's okay. I usually don't strike out looking, so that's probably the first time that's happened all season. Ball in. I'll wait till after this at bat before I answer this message. That's well hit. I don't know if I got enough of it, though. All right. 0 for 2. Late in this one. Let's see if I can get a little base. I'm sure I have a hit streak going. Wasn't doing anything with a changeup low end. Not a lot of people showed up for this one. It's a lot going on here in the big city, Jacksonville. Nobody wants to come see me play. Oh, man. Good fastball in. It's 2-1. I'll step out. Welcome into the Rick Dog Network as we have our early morning swing session. Just recovering from 420. Welcome in. Ball. Big Bulls victory yesterday. Oh yeah, I was hoping for it. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Hey, look at that! We got a walk. Hey. I was hoping for it. I hope we'd get a win and bring it back to Chicago. Let Chicago get excited about this series, and I feel that we have just done that. Good luck to Milwaukee coming into the UC. That was one thing, is listening to that crowd, boy. It wasn't. Man, they're gonna hear a real crowd. I'll go halfway. On Friday, that's what the UC is gonna be a bumping, which is fun. It's good to see Bulls basketball back on the map. That's all you were hoping for, really, with this team. It's so good to see them turn everything around so quickly. You got to take the hats off to the Bulls organization. I'm a huge diehard Bulls fan, but the last few seasons I had been off board and begging for them to change everything, and they did it. You know, it's very few times that an organization actually listens and says, "Hey, you know what? We got to flush the toilet, and we have to start from scratch." And they did it, and they turned it around in record speed. So DeMar DeRozan comes in here with something to prove as a 34-year-old. You thought he was running out of gas, but last night he had plenty in the tank. So he'll come home to some home cooking, and we're going to support you guys. You know, it was looking bleak at the end of the season. We're missing Lonzo. Who would have thought you're missing Lonzo Ball? But he's a guy who he's been shooting the three well, so you kind of needed that. But the Bulls were able to shoot well last night. I said, well, the part of the game I watched before I passed out. It was me and Jerry Reinsdorf passed out about midway through the third. I made it through the third in 4:20. You should be happy because the game started later in Chicago. But yeah, they should all be very happy. It's good to see, really, to see DeRozan doing his thing. Now, what you're going to have to worry about going further for the Bulls is you're going to have to see, now we're relying on the shooting. We shot well yesterday, and we were able to get the win. Not always going to shoot the ball that well, you know, so you're going to have to continue to play. It was good to see. I begged for the inside to get strong and play some solid defense and get some second chance opportunities, and they did. So it was a strong showing from the Bulls. On the road, whenever you win a road game in a playoff series, especially in a 7-game series, it's a series now. So Milwaukee, the defending champs, a little scared, but I'm sure they'll bounce back strong. The Jumbo Shrimp taking on the Charlotte Knights. Welcome into the Rick Dog Network. It's tough for me. I don't know why I don't see the messages pop up on Facebook. So if you're trying to say something to me, I apologize for being. What's up, Booger? Sorry for calling you that. You're a grown-ass man, but that's what I'm going to call you. Right now he's throwing something to get the computer. Some GT blood in the building. Welcome in. I obviously have nothing better to do with my life but to get up at 6:30 in the morning, because now I'm. That's a good pitch to hit. I could have put one on the board there. I'll step out, think about things. Runner at third, nobody out. But to get up and game it out, you might as well. Everybody might as well see my jackass in the morning. What are you swinging at? He gone. Too busy yapping with you guys. I will make up for that. But yeah, we're playing some ball, talking some Chicago sports. All jacked up after the Bulls win. I didn't make it through it. I smoked too much. I was passed out midway through the second half. That's an easy ground ball. I will hustle it out. Yeah. What a day in Chicago sports. So if my guy Boogie's in here, I think he works at Murphy's down in Wrigleyville. Why do I have to ask the managers and the frickin' bartenders for the Sox game all the time? Start to get a little pissed off around here. Now, when I used to stumble around Wrigleyville drunk as shit, I didn't even know the game was on, you know? Come on, guys. That ball's hit deep. Way back. You got to be shitting me. That one, maybe he's pointing at the left fielder. Why do I always have to ask for the Sox game in the city of Chicago to be put on? All right? Do a better job. Yeah, I get up. I go to your establishment. You got Tom Waddle up there blabbing around. Even he knows the frickin' game's on. Nobody else knows the game is on. The bar is full. Good for them. Right? They got a big place at Bub City. These guys suck balls. And then they turn the game on. I got my Sox jersey on. I got double jerseyed up. I look like a jackass. And the Sox give up 4 errors in the second inning. That's a shot, but I hit it too hard. Hang with them. See this crap? All right, so that's probably going to be it in this game. But yeah, so they finally put the game on. And the Sox are getting pummeled. It was like Dallas Keuchel didn't even realize played the game. Like, good game, Mr. Vaughn. I didn't even realize you played. Because they pulled him out in the second. This guy, I think they batted around even before they got it out in that inning. It was terrible. I think I got that one, though. Back. Come on. It's because I don't have my shoes on. These assholes switched my loadout. I don't have my Nikes on, and now oh, my God. I'm upset, guys. Sox lose 2. At least we get the W. I'll be honest with you. I don't care about W's in AAA. So I hit 2 bombs. What's the freaking wind? Can somebody check the weather in Jacksonville? Oh, wind blowing in? Is it cool? Son of a biscuit. I'm 0 for 5. I'm just messing around. I'll be back. I've been on for a little bit, yapping away. It's good to see some buddies on here that checked in. Welcome in. Talking sports, talking Chicago sports. Cubs lose. Sox lose. Bulls win. Bulls win. All right, I'll be right back. We'll take a little intermission. I'll go be back in about... It's a union break. Taking a safety meeting. Anybody who works on set knows what I'm doing right now. A Rick Dog safety meeting is not a safety meeting. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back in. Thank you for hanging in the Rick Dog Network. So I'm gonna have to go check my loadout because these guys, somebody stole my Nikes. What is it with video games like 2K? They steal your shoes. In this game, all of a sudden, your shoes disappear. I feel like I'm back in the ghetto. Just keep my shoes that I grinded for? No? Yes? How do you feel? Let's have a protest against video game shoes and the thieves. All right, let me go check my loadout. It seems like anytime you upgrade your guy, or it feels like maybe there's an update, your loadouts get screwed up and you have to go reset your. So I'm going to look at it right now. What else do we have? Oh, there's new things. Oh, what is this? Oh, starting picture. Oh, we're gonna go from a cheesy spark plug to a bullet. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So that adds a spot. Oh, we're getting good, people. We are getting good. I don't know what to do, so we have. All right, we got a speed, contact power, speed put in fielding, probably, right? Throw in a little fielding, boom. That'll make him a little better. That's for that one. Oh, wait, let me go back and fix my shoes. So the shoes are fine. Why? Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know what the hell's going on. Eyewear, boom, that's good. There we go. You sons of bitches. We got everything else? No? Sons of bitches. I got my grip. See, I've been watching any tape. This guy's unbelievable. That's why I was hitting it to the warning track. I got a new chest protector. I'll take that. Elbow guard. I'll take. So I got my elbow guard on. Thank God. These guys stink. Alright. So that one's good to go. I'm a bullet. So I got velocity. No, excuse me. Control, brake. Get that velocity in there. I think it's going to be this one. Boom. Should improve them. Got it. All right. Looking good. Up to a 72. Welcome into the Rick Dog. I'm just fixing my loadouts. We'll be back to game time. We'll get some gameplay in just a moment. All right. I think we look good. Here we go. We do look good. We're ready to play some ball. Play ball! Let's welcome in. We've had people chatting. Old buddies. Old good co-workers. It's good stuff all the way around. So welcome in. to the Rick Dog Network, where we've been excited about the Bulls. Oh, Boogie, I miss you too.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. AAA baseball on
Been
MLB
talking White Sox.
It's the Charlotte Knights and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Ladies and gentlemen, all right.
It's been a good one. And now I think I'll be playing either DH or shortstop here in AAA. I fixed my loadout, so if you were watching the last game, I was hitting the ball all over the field, but it kept dying at the warning track. It's because my loadouts were messed up. So I think my guy's starting to get a little better here. He's up to a 72. It's getting close to being called up to the big leagues, which is kind of exciting. It's going to happen pretty soon. As here comes the switch hitting sensation. Numbers, batting average dropping a little bit, but power numbers are there. Oh, just taps one out to left. Or right, excuse me, one down. All right, here we go.
Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
That's a shot. That's got a chance, folks. Gets down in the corner. Slides in for the double. There we go. That's a little better. This is getting dirty. It's 23rd. Double. It's a beautiful stadium here in Jacksonville. Love the bridge out. Another one of my favorites. Did you watch the Bulls game yesterday? Anybody out there? Are we excited about the Bulls yet, or we still have to see more? The Bulls played well yesterday. I know that, as I said a little earlier, they're going to really have to rely on that three falling again like it was yesterday. That's a huge, you don't always get hot like you did. But the fact that they played great defense on the inside and were able to rebound a little bit and do some things like that, that's going to get down, but foul. It showed some real signs, and then Zach LaVine, he played a little better, but he still showed some, he's got to take better shots. So if he could continue to improve, but for him to start knocking down clutch threes like that on the road, against the defending champs, showing some signs of life. I was really hard on him the last couple of days. I have been, because, I'm a Bulls fan. It's not about the name on the back. It's about the name on the front. And I've been super critical of Zach LaVine not being in the playoffs ever, and not being available, in crunch times. So I pictured him like a Sammy Sosa type guy, where he always shows up when you're losing or when things don't matter. So I want him to prove me wrong during this series, and hopefully he'll do it for himself. He don't give a shit about me. Like, he's got a huge contract on the line. Get hot at the right time and show the world what you could do, and he's doing a little bit of it. He's got his big brother out there, DeRozan, is really afraid of nothing, it's unbelievable to watch that guy perform all season. He's done special things this year. Might as well talk about it now before you forget about it. DeRozan has had, in my lifetime, the third best season as a Bull that I've ever seen. Maybe the fourth. I say the fourth. I'd be naive to forget about that season that Pippen had without Jordan. Where Pippen did everything. He was a LeBron type year. But I think Jordan's the best, obviously. And then you got Derrick Rose. And Pippen had that big year. And now DeRozan with a year for the ages. Finishing strong, showing the world. He just came in with a little attitude, with a chip on his shoulder after LeBron. Look at LeBron. Said no to DeRozan. Now LeBron's making a movie somewhere, and DeRozan's in the playoffs trying to beat the defending champ. So the tables have turned. It's amazing what somebody could do when they have something to prove. So now if Zach LaVine could learn a little bit from that, which I guess he is a little bit, but the killer instinct is nice out of him. You just look at him and he's not going to lose sometimes, which is great. And that's definitely great when you're playing the defending champs on their court. They looked a little scared yesterday. It looked like Pardon the pun, but they looked like a deer caught in the headlights yesterday. Did the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, he snagged it. Oh, try to rack me up, and they did. So. Well hit, but that was another double play. A lot of double plays. 1 for 3. 1 for 10 in the series. Struggling a little bit. Timeout here. Would like to take time. Time. Try to get on here, top of the ninth. Get something started here in Jacksonville. That was a good pitch. Son of a gun. Is the third baseman in on it? Still struggling a little bit here. As we're talking, DeMar DeRozan's huge year for the Bulls, so let's not, once he's done here, we're going to have to mark this in there as one of the better years in a Bulls uniform anybody's ever had. He's definitely carried the team on a night-to-night basis in a time of day where people take a lot of nights off. He's gone old school on us, which we love in Chicago. He's get us. So if you're just jumping in on the Bulls bandwagon late, should have a lot of respect for what DeRozan's doing. He looks like a floor Jordan, he looks like Jordan did when he was late in his career, just turnaround jumpers, just backing people in and getting people to the right spot and turning away from double teams. Just keeping it simple. And it's crazy after you watch it. It's like, oh, I didn't do too much. As I'm on the bump again. As I'll grab my glove, my pitching glove. I'll be pitching. Yeah, he's had a huge year. So I don't think he'll win the MVP because of the way they finish, or even I don't even think he's a nominee, but it was a big one. So it's good to see the Bulls get a big win in Milwaukee yesterday. I didn't think they were, I was hoping, I said it'd be nice and all those words, but if I were a betting man, I didn't think the Bulls were going to win one. I just thought they were out of gas. So it's good to see. And now the UC will be bumping on Friday. Bradley Center wasn't nothing. I felt like it was a little quiet in there for the defending champs. We're going to show you what a stadium really looks like on Friday. It's going to be a raucous crowd. And I think the Bulls are going to win. I think the Bulls could hang in there and make it a series now. Which is good to see basketball back on the map in Chicago. There's knowledgeable fans here. And there's plenty of bandwagon jumpers that'll jump in. So it could be fun. You can make it fun for this, for the city if they put a positive team on the court. So it's good to see they haven't been garbage the last few years. But now you play well in the playoffs and you could see the city backing you. That now shows free agents that want to come in here, hey, maybe I do want to go play in Chicago, since we've been traumatized by what happened to all the way back with Jordan and the Bulls. We still haven't recovered. I feel like no free agent trusts us. And why would you, right? I've always had this discussion in the bar or in the barbershop about how free agents don't want to come here, because why would you come to Chicago when they had the greatest athlete of all time and they ran him out of town? They ran Pippen out of town. They ran Rodman out of town. They ran Phil Jackson out of town, which maybe, I don't know. People say that was the right thing to do, but I'm looking back at it 20, 25 years down the road. It was not the right thing to do. Especially after watching The Last Dance last year. People were reminded the way everything ended. And I think you look back at that and you look at the way the media handles certain players, and the Derrick Rose situation, the Jimmy Butler situation. I don't blame free agents for looking down here. I'll get there. I'll cover whatever. I'll cover over here. Nice play. I can't blame free agents for looking at Chicago and saying, I don't want to go play there for a long time. But now you had it with that GM, with the Garpax and that, it just didn't feel like a destination. But now with the new GM and the new Billy Donovan, I like Billy Donovan a lot. I did like Tom Thibodeau, but I think the office was in disarray at that point. So now it looks like with a quick turnaround here, the Bulls have turned things around, and it's exciting. And now if you're a free agent, maybe I'll go jump on that Bulls bandwagon. Now might be the time now might be the time. So that's fun. That's exciting. So kudos to the Bulls for doing that. Now you see the Bears trying to do the same thing. And I think they might. I don't know. I don't know if they found the right guy as a GM, but it was good to see him come in and just clean house. That's the first sign and the first step is admitting you have a problem. Right? Welcome into the Rick Dog Network. I'm on the bump now. I think I'm 5-1. My ERA is probably somewhere around 1. I'm a two-way sensation here in AAA. As my stats are starting to improve and my rating. Oh, he golfs that one. I think that might be gone. Sure is. The son of a bitch. I'm talking smack, and he just golfs one out of here. All right, as a former big leaguer takes me deep. Whatever, give me another ball. We'll move on. I've been talking smack about him the last few games, so he's been listening. The little butterball gets a hold of one. Why aren't you in the big leagues anyways? What are you doing down here? Ugh, it bothers me. So it's 2-1 ball game. Yeah, so it's good. It's good to see all that. The Bears, stand by. It's good to see the Bears clean house. Sox did that a few years ago. Now the Cubs are trying to do it as well. So we'll see. There's always, it feels like Chicago's always rebuilding some shit. But so, it was a fun day, 420 yesterday in Chicago with 4 games on the docket. And that's low. Now they're squeezing me after I said I was doing well here.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Strike 2. As I got the right shoes on, I got the right glove. My ratings are going up. Just waiting for, I just missed 3-2. Kind of waiting for the call up here pretty soon. I don't know if it'll happen this season, but it shouldn't be. I should be playing for the Sox pretty soon. If anybody's watching, wondering what the hell this is, it's a road to the show. So you make your guy play one position or 2 positions in my case, where I'm pitching and playing shortstop, and then play the minor leagues. And you just watch your at-bats and watch your actions on defense, and then you go make your way to the big leagues, which I'm well on the way. Superstar in the making. I've been playing this shit for a while, so this is the first time I ever broadcasted it. But I have the utensils to do it, because I have, if you look up, somewhere up there, you see the Kimboology sign. That's a podcast I edit, produce. So I'm using this as a platform to market that. And then I also have the mic and all that stuff. And the cameras come with everything, right? You got cameras on your phone and all that jazz. So I figured out how to connect. Since I get up early in the morning when I'm not working, I haven't been working day playing on set. With Chicago PD wrapping up here soon, so I set up shop here to talk bullshit. It's been fun. Welcome in to the Rick Dog Network. I think the last couple times I've been broadcasting on Facebook, so I've been polishing up my game on Twitch, and now I'm bringing it to everybody. So I saw a few of my friends pop in there. Welcome in to the dog. You're watching me in the road to the show. So I used to just play shortstop, right-handed hitting shortstop, but last year they gave you the option to go 2-way, and I did it. It was somewhat fun. It chopped up the monotony of the game. And then this season I said, fuck it, let's go switch hitter. So I'm doing that, and it's probably the right decision. Fastest road to the show without spending any extra money. This is like the getting a Twitch and a Facebook gaming, everything up and running on a Puerto Rican budget. But it looks good.
say in a very hittable location, but
As I'm dealing here.
was enough to get him to swing through it.
Roman Quinn up here now.
What's up, buddy? Welcome in. I don't know if anybody's trying to chat with me on Facebook. I can't see that one. But welcome in. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thank you for joining me
First pitch.
And that's
and he
low.
just misses.
on the Rick Dog Network. As I was talking about my 420 experience yesterday, but the White Sox getting just pummeled after we have to wait 2 days for the game. For 2 days, we're all excited. Now we got 2 games.
Throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's gotta feel
Then we get
incredible. Look for
then
him
we get our butts whipped up and down the field. But Cleveland's good. I think the most important thing we got out of yesterday is he tries the butt. It's 2-2. Is we kind of knew it. If you had any sort of baseball IQ at all, you know Cleveland's good
Kicks and deals.
or has the potential with the pitching, and they showcased it yesterday. And we showcased that we have our best 2 pitchers down, and we have 4 and 5 starters that we can't really trust. So, especially in a doubleheader situation, you know, in the back of my mind, I was a little worried, but I was optimistic.
And a swing and a miss.
But we got pummeled. We lost 10-1 in the first game. My experience was I went to watch a live Twitch actually of ESPN 1000 at Bub City. It's a bar in Rosemont in Illinois, right by the airport of O'Hare. And first of all, I get there, I'm high as shit, and then so I walk in, I sit at the bar. I don't drink anymore, but I still like to sit at the bar, so I don't give a shit. I sit there, I order a sandwich, and I eventually order a milkshake. It was awesome. But these jackbags don't have the game on. You know, they got a lot going on. There's people in there with Sox hats on. Why buy the first? You know, the thing that bothers me, and there's people in there already watching. The guy has a Sox hat. He's obviously got his 2 drinks in. It's been sitting there for a while. Why don't you ask them to put the game on? You know, shame on him. And then they finally get the game on. Everybody's watching in 17 TV. Everybody's watching their own TVs. Certain people are excited about the show being there and are getting all liquored up. They got Keyshawn Johnson's going to be there. Jay Will, one of my favorite basketball players, who was a former Chicago Bull, was going to be there. Tom Waddle, one of my favorite wide receiver Chicago Bears of all time, going to be there. So I'm just there looking at their setup with hopes of dreams of having a setup like that one day, right? And I'm just sitting there. I'm complaining. I finally get the game on. They get the game on. And then these guys, it looks like the Bad News Bears. So everybody's laughing at me. Oh, I got my Sox jersey on and over my Jordan jersey. So I'm right back at me. Oh, damn it. I was playing online yesterday. They're going to give me the air. Whatever. I'll take it. I'll pitch around it. Yeah, so I'm complaining about that, and then they lay an egg. The show was okay. And then I go home. No, yeah, the best part is I was really upset about that. I finally get the game on. Cleveland drops the 10 spot. We find out that they're legit, and we're going to have to pay attention to them all year, and there's no guarantee. We're not going to cakewalk through the division. Oh, God, don't tell me it's another error. Oh, speak of the Bad News Bears, I started it. And here we go. Dun, dun, dun. It's the backup shortstop. All right, I can pitch through this. So I go outside and just right there, I'm in the middle of Rosemont Center. There's a huge center where there's all these bars. And I just fire up a joint out of frustration. On 420, I celebrated, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a funny experience. After waiting 2 long days for miserable baseball, it's still cold in Chicago. I think it's supposed to be a little nicer today. So the White Sox are just waiting. Hang in there, Sox fans. It's not all doom and gloom. We still have a really good team, even though I think Giolito's supposed to get back at it on Sunday. So that's promising. But once it gets hot, this team's going to get hot. There's too much offensive firepower. Ooh. What do we got here? Swell struck. Back. Oh, he makes the play. Big time play. Make it 2 outs. Welcome in. Let me know who you're rooting for so we could go through it and discuss it. Were you watching any basketball? Celtics 2-0. Embiid, this guy who hit a bomb off me earlier. I wanna really hit him, but I can't. My experience yesterday with White Sox baseball, but we're excited. Hang in there. Oh, he's coming home. He's coming home. Plate to plate. Damn it. Another error by me. I'm just shooting myself in the foot here. It's okay. We're still up. Let me get a big out here so this doesn't balloon into a huge inning. There's a strike. And then I go home after my fun there. Try to last. I had some business to set up for a podcast and stuff like that. I'm gonna watch the late game in the Sox game. They lose a tough one, 3-2. Just nothing brewing there. As the game was nasty in the second game, it's cold and rainy, so we're really desperate for the Latin style club for it to get warm. Sox blow another. They didn't blow it, but they couldn't get any offense going. Watch the Bulls game, and the Bulls come up big. What a game! They just look good, confidence, swagger. So we're excited about that. The last few days, I didn't think they were going to get it done. I was hoping, though. I hoped that it was just like, can we just steal one? That old adage, you just steal one, and you never know. Take it back to Chicago. Is that the shot? There's going to be one down here. Get some offensive support here, so I'm not really paying attention. But I'm playing all right, right? So the Bulls and DeRozan come out and punch back. Oh, it was good. Oh, it was good. So big performance by the Bulls, and DeMar DeRozan, definitely the performer of the day. Just been clutch all season for the Bulls, carrying them on his back. Excuse me. Over through that one. It's 3-1. Bottom of 4. Don't want to let this guy go. Oh, where's that, Blue? This guy's obviously a Milwaukee Bucks fan. He's not happy with listening to umpire. Look at him head down. You know that was a strike. That was a ball. All right, so we got 1 on, 1 out. Let's try to turn 2. My guy's been, for the most part, playing good D, except for the last inning. We look like the Sox yesterday. There we go. I'll have to try to get over. I got there pretty quick. Let's see if they show a replay. I may have hesitated a half a second watching him make the play, but that was a good play. So. Welcome in. People checking in. If you're checking in on Facebook, sorry, I can't see that. I have to check my phone. I'll check it after this pitching outing. I'll try to pitch out of this here in the bottom of the 4th. I'm not listening to my catcher. I'm just throwing shit. That's 0-2. I have a tendency to do that. But as long as I pitch fast and hit my spots, usually I do well. Oh, brother. Da-da-da-da. Just talked about it, yeah. He's got three errors tonight. Oh, man. Just not good. One more, and we'll match the White Sox from yesterday. So let's see if I could pick up my guys here. There's a shot. Not gonna do it. It's gonna get a run in. They might send him. Play at the plate. Got him. Nice. I don't know what he was thinking. He helps me out. They were down by a lot there. That guy. I'd have that guy sitting in the parking lot on the bus after that. How do you run through that stop sign? And that's a pops him up. Watch out there. Almost took out the bullpen catcher, not paying attention. So, yeah, it was an exciting day in sports yesterday. I enjoyed it. I was passed out by... So when we talked about it yesterday, I said I would be passed out by midway through the first half. No, I said I'd make it to the second half, and I did. I called it. I passed out in the middle of the fourth quarter. I could not keep my eyes open. I was like battling consciousness, and there was the former police officer, number 24, throws back in. I was battling consciousness, so I could hear like the announcers, like, oh, Bulls are up by 10 as they knocked down, and it was DeRozan. DeRozan just carrying it. It was fun to actually kind of listen to it as you're battling consciousness. And then I wake up in the morning. I didn't know what really happened. So I woke up and watched the end of the Bulls game, and the Bulls handled the business. You don't stop now, boys, as Hawk would say for the Bulls. You want to come home and put your foot on the gas pedal, put the pressure on them, on the champs. They're not. So, welcome in. As we're road to the show. This is Charlotte night action, AAA. My guy's getting a little better. I think I'm ranked to 72, as I just got my gold perk, so that opened up a few things and made him a little better. So welcome in. Hope you're enjoying this. It's been fun. We're in the Midwest. The sun starts to rise here. There it is. It looks like it's fully risen in the beautiful city of Chicago. Finish this one up strong. I've given up more runs than I usually do, but I've gotten a good performance from my offense, so it allows me to fight a little bit here for the win. I watched, while I was watching the Sox game, I watched the Brooklyn Nets game and a Boston Celtics game. And Boston looks good. Boston's defense is long and big. They've been playing, they take me out as Velasquez. Don't blow this shit, Velasquez. So I get the W, 6-1. I move to, and Mike gets the W. Nicely done. So I'll return to the clubhouse, go grab some water, we'll see what's going on. I'll go to intermission and decide if I want to move on. Maybe play a little longer, maybe not. Hang in there. I'll be back in 5. I'll let you know. Oh, we got another perk. We're percolating. It's time for the percolator. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I've had a lot of people joining in and saying what's up early this morning. I appreciate it. I'll be back at 5. Union break. Thanks for joining. I'll be back in just a few moments here. Let you know if I'll keep rocking on. Actually, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me this morning, the early morning swing session. So it was fun. It was a good one. Have a good day, everybody. Good day.